Welcome to Faith-Led Healing with Tammy Trayer, Integrative Health Practitioner and Certified Breathworker. Tammy's passion is to help people take their life and health into their own hands so they can live their best life ever. Imagine having the energy to fulfill your dreams and create the life you desire. Rebalance your body by removing the stresses and toxicity and start healing. Listen as Tammy guides you along the healthy path with the Lord leading the way.
Hey my friends, welcome to Faith-Led Healing. I am your host, Tammy Trayer, and today is episode number 24. I'm going to share some exciting news with you guys today. There is great power in community, and I think right now more than ever, that is an extremely important aspect for our lives, our well-being, and really just nurturing our souls. And I want to apologize. I missed 2 episodes. I say we because I have an amazing, wonderful, godly man named David from Africa joining me and helping me with my podcasts. And those 2 episodes were missed because I was relentlessly in front of my machine and we were getting our new platform in place. So our community has now moved and we have an amazing new platform, and that's what I wanted to talk about today. We've been talking about detoxification, toxicity, and today I'm just going to take a quick break from that because I want to share with you why I've been doing what I'm doing. I'm feeling very led to really help people get connected with good people. I've been very, very blessed in that God has really surrounded me with such amazing, amazing people. I now have a team of 5 people helping me, and I've been doing this myself all these years, and this year I am finally in a place where I have some really amazing people helping me, and we are progressing in such an awesome way. And with having their help, I am able to bring to you so much more valuable information. And it is really an extreme passion of mine. It always has been to help people. And a lot of that time I spent helping people in my past, I was really tapping myself out in that, we all get into that routine of being a yes person and really focusing on helping others and sometimes neglect ourselves. And through my healing journey, I really progressed to a different place. And in doing so, I have also really gotten myself to a very healthy place and have found a lot of answers to the questions many of us were searching for. I was also searching for that, how to hear God's still small voice, how to really slow things down and really take care of ourselves, enjoy self-care and not feel guilty, and finding the right people to surround ourselves with. I'm sure we can all say that we've, all been in relationships that were toxic, that were dragging us down, that were, causing us more harm than good. And in saying all of that, God has really put it on my heart to really bring people together. And as I said, I am surrounded by really great people helping me, but my community is made up of such amazing, godly, just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people. And I'm very, very blessed by that. I watch a lot of the other communities and a lot of other influencers, and also in our other niche with the faith-led living, there's a lot of keyboard cowboys out there. There's a lot of people that are very quick and very ready to just break people down. And my community is very different, and I want it to be different. I want it to stand out. I want it to shine. I want God's light to shine in and throughout my community. And we've always had the community, but the platform I was on was really hindering people from being able to share. It was hard for people that weren't that are technologically challenged, and that's many of us. It's hard when the program you're trying to utilize is not working well or fighting with you, and you want to be connected with people, and sometimes you don't know how to go about that. Locally, maybe you don't have a good group of people. Online, if you're on social media, it's pretty intimidating because it's just a lot of people trolling around to share their opinion and not really dive deep into relationships. And I really feel God putting it on my heart for us to be able to, walk life out together, to be there to support one another, to be there to pray for one another, to be there together and hold hands and walk through life. So often, we have people that come to me and say to me that, I'm so grateful for your community because I didn't feel alone anymore. There's so many of us that were out there searching and searching and searching for answers, for health and healing, and just feeling very isolated, feeling very alone. And one of the other benefits of our community is that I am sharing my knowledge. I am sharing my experiences, because through my experiences, I've gleaned so much information and found so many amazing resources and so many amazing things that can really change our lives. And I wanted a place that I can share that information on a regular basis because there's so much. So in addition to the podcast, I also have the opportunity to go live with my community once a week, and we share in there. I answer their questions. And the beautiful thing is we use Zoom. So right now I'm speaking to a screen and you're listening in on an app or on our website. And there's not really a huge personal connection there, where when we go live on Zoom, you're not just a community member, you become a friend, because we dive deep, we get to know one another, and it's really important. It's important to feel connected. It's important to feel our worth. It's important to be with a group of people that you can truly be yourself. A lot of times we're chasing those connections and we go to these events and it feels complicated and hard to connect with people sometimes, where when you're with the right crowd of people, it's just beautiful. It's just a really lovely connection that you feel like you don't have to be afraid to be yourself, where there's other situations where it's like you have to be guarded, you have to act in a certain way. I've never been one to cave to that. I've always been who I am. I will go into every different type of crowd that I could possibly go into, and you will find me being the same person in each and every setting. I'm just not one of those people that feels the need to, try to adjust to appease people. And I don't think we're called to do that. I think that we are called to be the peculiar people we are. And I mean that in a very loving way. We are called peculiar people in the Bible. And I believe that the reason we are called that is because God has uniquely made each and every one of us. Each and every one of us has different talents and different skills and just a different makeup. And we are supposed to let that shine. We are supposed to let our light shine. We are supposed to use our gifts. And so often when we're in the wrong crowd, our gifts get stunted and we're afraid to wield them, and that's not how it should be. And that's why I know God is putting this so heavily on my heart to create this space so that people can be built up. I spent much of my life with very low self-esteem from the very beginning of time. And that's a terrible thing, because low self-esteem, lack of connection, lack of deep love causes us to really question a lot of things and causes us to be disconnected from people. And, I've always walked on this planet being very misunderstood. And now I realize that the reason I was misunderstood, for starters, was because I was with the wrong group of people. And the other reason I was misunderstood is because I was with non-believers, and they didn't get my light shining, and they didn't get my gifts and my talents. And that's okay. One of the greatest things that has ever been shared with me is that we are not defined by other people's inability to see our worth. And let that sink in. That was my mother-in-law that shared that with me, and it was just such beautiful sentiments and really took me to a new place in my life. And as people are speaking life into me, like my mother-in-law and many of the people that surround me, it is really important for me to speak love and life into other people too. With my profession and just with being online, I see so many people that are hurting and are just in need of the reminder that they are beautifully and wonderfully made, and to, and that they're missing that connection of authentic people. And there is, like I said, something extremely beautiful when we can connect ourselves with the authentic people and really have people in our lives that fully understand us and appreciate us and love us for who we are. And, that is what God is creating through me with my community, with the varying memberships and different things that I have to offer. And there is so many more things coming your way that will help build you and grow you and shape you and guide you into walking out a beautiful life worth living and the best version of yourself. So I want to encourage you to join my new community. You can go to faithled.com/FLH community, Faith-Led Healing Community, FLH community. You will find that link in the description if you're watching this on YouTube, and you will find it in the show notes on the website as well, which you can find that by going to faithledhealing.com/podcast-24. And we're going to continue on following this episode with more information on toxicity and on detoxing. And I also want to let you podcast listeners know. The link I gave you will take you to a page that explains the varying levels of my community. There is a free community, and then there are 2 different paid levels of community. And the first special access paid community will give you daily inspiration, encouragement, education, tips, tricks, answers to your questions. I go live once in there every week. You can get face-to-face with me and ask your questions and be inspired and encouraged. I do those on Wednesday mornings at 9 a.m. So right in the middle of the week to encourage you through the rest of it. And I also have an all access. And the all access will get you into both the special access and the free. And the all access is going to enable you podcast listeners to join me once a month as I begin to interview very special people. I am going to be very selective in choosing my guests because I know they're people that will help many of you and resonate with many of you. And one of the beautiful things is you can join me while I record that podcast live. It'll be me and my guest recording, and when we are done with the interview, we will open up Zoom to the grid format so that we can all see one another, and you can ask my guests questions. You will know in advance who is coming so that you can join me. I thought that was a beautiful way to celebrate our guest, but also to give you the opportunity to ask many very influential and very amazing people some of the questions you might have, in your hearts to communicate with them and to find out more about them. So big things coming. And I'm super excited, and I hope and pray that you will each join me, because then I get to know who's listening on the other side, and that is really powerful to me. I've made such amazing friends, and truly my friends feel like family. I am very blessed, and people are joining from all over the world. We've got people from Nairobi and Kenya and the UK and New Zealand and Germany and all over the United States. It's quite amazing. And I'm just very blessed and very thankful for that. And as we progress, things are going to really amp up, and we are going to really have some amazing resources for you all. So thank you for joining in. Thank you for listening. I also want to let you know that I am still going to be doing the group detox, the 21-day functional medicine nutrition detox in April. I will announce all the details for that next week, so stay tuned for that, because I would love to have you join me if you've been really listening in on this detox series and you have been inspired. I would love for you to join me. We will have a group setting, again, in our new platform, where I will be accessible to you for the 21 days while you go through the detox. You will find a mini detox course that will give you all of the additional details and things that you can refer to whenever you are detoxing, because once you are part of that community, you will remain a part of that community. So you will have the opportunity to have access to that little mini course for future reference. And again, I'm in there for the 21 days, and then I will be doing them quarterly, maybe a little more often, but they will be announced. So that's coming. So I will announce that next week. So thanks for letting me rattle on here. But know that you are valuable, know that you are loved, know that you have purpose, and know that it would give me great pleasure to be able to meet you firsthand, get to know you. So join my community, faithledhealing.com/FLH community. Love you all. See you guys on the next episode. You guys take care. Enjoy the sunshine. God bless.
Thank you for joining us on Faith-Led Healing, where every day is one step closer to your best life ever. We hope you enjoyed the show and encourage you to join us at faithledhealing.com. Connect with us on your favorite podcast app and be sure to leave us a review. Remember, your best life is just down the path, the Faith-Led Healing path.